Have you noticed all comedians are like their name? We've talked about this.
Oh, that's great.
Bill Burr is Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Bill Burr. No, I'm serious. Bill Burr. Stephen Wright. Jerry Seinfeld. Ray Romano. And then someone yelled out, Birbiglia. And I went, Mike Birbiglia. What I should have said. Nothing. You are Birbiglia. Birbiglia is like the sound a water cooler jug makes. That's you. It's like kind of needs to be changed.
So I went on Instagram and I asked people to ask you questions. Because these episodes, these Pete Holmes, Mike Birbiglia episodes are highly anticipated.
I know.
A couple of things today.
Yeah.
One is I want to go over a bunch of jokes. You know, people sometimes will make fun of the podcast.
That we don't do that enough.
But we don't do it enough.
I claim this show as my own.
Right.
That we don't do that enough on the show.
But then, no, in general, the working out podcast, they're like, it's not enough jokes. And it's like, that you're working out. It's like, well, yeah, because I can't work out my whole hour that I spend years on.
It would just
in
cut
every
back
episode.
to the guest
It would
and
just
it'd be a skeleton.
Yeah, but it's just, exactly.
Sebastian Menaskeleton.
One time
I'm a bag of bones over here.
They did Sebastian.
I know. Remember,
they did Sebastian on SNL last night.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's an honor.
It was good.
It's an honor. Who did it?
It was Marcelo Hernandez did it.
He's amazing. I hosted the New Faces at Montreal. He was the New Face.
Oh, I love that.
And Shane Gillis.
Oh, that's a good one.
A lot of heavy
Wow,
hitters.
is that good?
It was great. And it was Marcelo, and he destroyed, this isn't a long story, and Shane was going last. Gianmarco Ceresi did it as well. Same situation. Both he and Shane went last on a lineup of killers.
Yeah.
And then they both, I was like, what are they going to do? Like, I'm starting to bomb. Like, the crowd's done.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, Shane Gillis, I guess.
That's hilarious.
Dude, murdered.
It's interesting. Yeah, people have said that recently about when Marcelo pops into the cellar.
Oh, really?
It's like that volume level that only like Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle gets, where you go, oh wow, that's
their 10.
Yeah, that's how loud this room can be.
I've been saying that on stage lately, introducing the idea of the number. I do a little joke up top, and I go, all right, there's your 4. There's your 4.
That's good.
And I go, just getting to know each other.
There's your 4.
I don't say there's your 10, but I think it. I go, oh, there's your 10.
Sure.
It's a very, I was going to say it's kind of sexy. There's something sexy about two groups paying that close attention to each other. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
Imagine like a partner being like, knowing you that well. I don't think it's an ego trip. I think it's generous and beautiful going like, I'm not saying you hit what I consider a 4. I'm going, there's your 4.
There's your 4.
Got it. There's your 10.
We were talking about this recently on the phone, and I think it's worth airing out. Is
Airing It Out with Mike Birbiglia, the new podcast.
Well, we were talking about the idea of like, you had a show. We won't name the show, but you were like, it was good, but it was like a 7 or an 8.
I couldn't,
and I wanted it to be a 10.
Yeah, I couldn't connect.
And I have to say, like, I said it then, I'll say it again. Sometimes it's the audience too. Everyone's a part of it.
Well,
if you come in with a 7 and they're a 7, together you might not get to an 8 or a 9 or a 10, but also you might.
Sometimes you're a 7 and they're a 10, and we're quick to say that happens.
Yep.
And sometimes you're a 10 and they're a 7, and the show becomes a 7.
Yeah.
That can happen too.
Yes.
Seinfeld and the old school guys are like, don't blame the audience.
No, I know.
And I'm like, what, are you nuts? You think Hendrix didn't sometimes say it was too cold, I couldn't keep my guitar in tune?
Sure.
Of fucking course he did. It's insane. I love Seinfeld. I'm just saying the people that say you can't blame the audience, I don't know. Let's take Jerry out of this. I'm just saying, I don't know if they're thinking in the same terms as I am of we're doing this together. Mm-hmm. We're making this together. I'm not doing this at you. I'm doing this with you. It's different every time because of you. So, of course, sometimes it's going to be less connected.
Yeah.
There are certain jokes. So I was in Jersey last night. I tell these jokes about there's stories that involve kind of being a little sassy to kids.
Yeah.
Like a little rough to children.
Yeah.
And on the East Coast, those jokes murder. They're East Coast jokes. You go to Texas, and they love them in Texas too, actually. But there's certain parts of the country where it's a little bit more like, that's not okay. Like you can tell. There's so is that joke not good, or is it just kind of not merging with this group? And why can't I say, I think it's where we are in the country?
Yeah.
That's my job.
Oh, you and I both attached to the same thing from the Eddie Murphy documentary, which I think is worth pointing out, which is there's a point at which he says the key thing about artists is their sensitivity and their vulnerability.
Yeah, completely.
I think it couldn't be more true. I think a lot of times people miss that.
Yes.
And he really hangs a lantern on that. And I think, especially with him, because you're like,
he doesn't.
Oh, he does voices. He does characters. He does physical comedy.
Yeah.
He's off the wall.
Yeah.
But actually, it's him being like, no. It's about sensitivity.
Yeah, I agree.
There was this funny Barry Katz story that he told. There's this funny story where he goes, where he was representing Chappelle early in his career.
Whoops.
and he took him to see like a street performer who did stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And that comic did like 5 hours or something.
Wow.
And he crushed, like as a street performer, street comic. And Dave was mad at Barry and he goes, why would you show me a guy like that? Like, I'll never be able to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then like the next night, Barry had that guy at the club, and then he put Dave on after him, or put that guy on after Dave. And then that guy said to Barry, why would you ever have me have to follow that guy?
Yeah.
And I think that's actually a great show business story about like everyone's relationship to everybody.
Well, it's all relative. It's literally relative.
Yeah.
It's like this guy is really working in this way. He really sings in this way. It's Michael Jordan playing baseball. You know what I mean? It's okay.
Why is it like Michael Jordan playing baseball?
He's a better basketball player. So Chappelle was a better basketball player. He didn't want to play baseball.
Right. He's a better club comic.
Similar thing.
Yeah.
Very similar. Similar ball. Put that ball somewhere.
It's so funny. You had a different takeaway from that story. My takeaway is no. I actually think it's kind of
put that ball somewhere. All sports are put that ball somewhere where it's not. Volleyball. Get that ball over there. Now get it back. Pool. Hide all these balls. Basketball. Put it in the peach basket.
My takeaway from it, but your takeaway is good too. My takeaway from it is you can't see yourself.
That's for sure.
You know what I mean?
That actually goes back to you and I.
Dave can't tell how great he is. That guy can't tell how great he is.
I think Chappelle's figured it out. That was the other standout in the Eddie Murphy, where he's like, I didn't know I was going to be a comedy legend.
That's right.
And he's like, but I am. And it's like, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Dave smoking cigarettes in his interview about Eddie Murphy is one of the wildest things I've ever seen in a documentary.
He's actually perfect. He is smoldering. Like when it cuts him and you can't see the cigarette and there's just smoke coming off of him, you're like, is that just him? You know a block of cheese isn't a multivitamin, right?
That's funny.
You look like a guy who gets his vitamin D from the light reflecting off of a block of cheddar. Like that's what you consider getting outside.
It's funny.
Seeing the golden light of cheese.
The mathematics of that joke are great, but I'm not laughing.
Because you're thinking about your heart.
All right, let me go through these questions because we asked people on Instagram for questions for you. Since we do this, we do this about once a year. Okay, so this is a question from Jessica Taylor Rabbit. A lesson you wished you could have learned without having gone through the experience.
Feels like a trap. I'm supposed to be like, what? Just jump to the punchline? That's like, what joke would you like to hear without the setup?
Oh, really? That's what you think about us?
Where it took me was, the whole point is the experience. But I think I see what she's saying. Okay, I think I have one.
Okay.
It's one of the best pieces of stand-up advice I've ever gotten, and it's the advice that I give people, which is put yourself in your audience and ask yourself, when would I laugh? And when I was the first couple years of stand-up, I did not know the answer. That's what's kind of charming about your first couple years, but that's a hard lesson to learn.
Yeah.
When you realize if you were in the audience, you wouldn't laugh.
Yeah.
Like you haven't found out how to make yourself laugh yet.
I
That's
actually,
rough.
I actually think the thing that you're speaking to is something I think about all the time, which is sometimes when people are really good in their 20s at anything, part of it is they haven't developed self-consciousness.
That's right. Like my daughter can kind of skateboard because she's 7.
Exactly.
Because she doesn't know what falling is.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
But sometimes you see people in their 20s, you go, oh my God.
Yeah.
They don't even know what they look like. They don't even know what they're talking about.
And you know what lesson I'm still learning? I'm 46. You're going to think I'm joking, but maybe you won't because you know me. Just because you thought it doesn't mean you have to say it. I'm still, I can count on one hand the number of times I've been like, especially if it's a joke, like it's funny,
Yeah.
I just say it. But I mean,
No, I know what you mean, but there's an upside to it.
What's that?
There's an upside to it when you have no filter. When you're younger, you have no filter, and you go, like, some of those jokes are really good.
Bro, I wouldn't change it, but I am slowly starting to, like, I've been a plane that's like climbing. I don't mean career or anything. I just mean internally.
Well, definitely not career. Sorry, are we rolling?
You're like Nat Man, like Ant-Man's buddy. It's like the slightly more useless Ant-Man.
Are we rolling?
Have you ever had kale? Have you considered?
I enjoy a slice of kale every now and then. Is that a type of pie?
But
All
yeah.
All right. So R Stone 80 asks, "What's the funniest joke you've ever discarded because it wasn't authentic to your voice?"
Great question.
You and I have talked about this before.
I cut jokes all the time. This is such a flex that work. And it's because I think this is fascinating. It's because of how they feel. There's a level of intuition, and it's like looking at your whole show as a piece of feelings, not just for them, but for you. And I had this joke. We're doing this documentary called Kill Your Darlings, and it's about cut material.
With Judd, right?
Judd is involved, yes.
Okay.
And Ricky Cruz. And we're making it together, and I love it. And it has all these jokes that I've cut.
Yeah.
Because when you write an hour, you write 2 hours.
I write 5.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then you polish it for 7 years and then release it on vinyl, I think, for your subscription service. For playable on gramophone only. It's like a hand crank. Mike Birbiglia presents My Girlfriend Disrespected Me. Track 1. Hey, everybody. Have you ever had this situation on the F train to Coney Island?
I'm some kind of old fashioned.
Yeah. You open for Mulaney. He'll be right out, folks. And I think he's got his bag of gags with him. Murder! He comes out. Give it up for Mikey Birbiglia. All the way from the trolley to your living room.
What's this machine you're playing?
You have to crank it. It's a phonograph?
Phonograph, sure.
Phonograph. So the joke that I cut because of how it feels is I stand by the joke. I go, my mom has a little withered old lady hand, so she can't point, but she's still out here pointing. She doesn't know. So we'll be at lunch with her and she'll be like, Petey, sweetie, what is that? What is that?
She doesn't know that it's not actually pointing.
What is that? She thinks she's doing this.
Yeah. This is visual. This is visual.
She thinks she's doing it. She thinks the finger is extended.
Yeah.
Then she goes, what is this? I go, I don't know, Gonzo's nose? What is it, Mom? And it's very funny to me because my mom's a fierce woman.
Yeah.
She's not, Superman's mom.
Yeah.
She's a broad. She's like a brassy woman. So she's scary. I know this. She's like, Mike, what is that? What do you think that is? That is the definition of comedy, is a high status, snappy granny who can't point but thinks she can. But I would do it, and when it didn't work, it was too costly. It made me feel like a bad son.
Yeah.
So I just cut it.
Yeah, it's an interesting question that opens up a conversation about like comic voice, which is like there's jokes that are good jokes.
Yeah.
Set up, punchline, tag, good observation, or novel idea. But for whatever reason, out of your mouth, people are like, no.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't quite buy this.
I have a joke. I just realized this is right up your alley, I think, up our alley. I have a joke about my daughter and showing her pull my finger. And if I don't do the joke before it, the pull my finger joke doesn't work as well.
That makes sense.
And the joke before it establishes my dynamic with my daughter.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't like doing that joke. I'm just kind of tired of it, so I'll drop it.
Yeah.
Then I'm in the middle of the pull my finger joke, and I'm like, God damn it. Like I needed to tell them I'm obsessed. Here are the ingredients. I'm obsessed with my daughter. My daughter is fierce. My daughter sasses me. So it's comedy balance. It's justice. In that joke, she sort of sasses me. Now she's up. In pull my finger, I kind of get her. It levels things out.
Yeah.
Audiences don't know. We probably talked about this on other times we've chatted. Justice is a big part of comedy. So when I'm doing, what is this? My mom is now down. I've taken my mom down. I need to, it might work better if I tell you about our dynamic and if I tell you about the times that she told me my watch was gaudy or whatever it is, then you want me to get her back with, what is this? But if you just do what is this out of nowhere, it seems cruel.
No, I have that even in Thank God for Jokes. The final story is about telling like a roast joke about David O. Russell and about how he walked out of the award ceremony where I told the joke in front of all the stuff. If I tell that joke in isolation,
It doesn't work.
people are just like, what?
Yeah.
What are you, why would you do that?
Yeah.
But I have the whole show is leading towards like, sometimes jokes can be off-putting. Sometimes it's worse than that. Sometimes it's worse than that. And here is the most off-putting
You've just
it ever was.
explained life. I used to have this joke about my God, you could just say, is unconditional love, right? And I tried to break down that people's gods suck. Like your God sucks. Like, for example, you say fuck and God is mad at you. I'm like, you mean like your manager at Applebee's? I'm like, have a God that's better than your manager at Applebee's, but it's a whole thing. And then I go, let's say you do something worse. You cheat on your partner. And I go, my wife cheated on me, my first wife, so I know that sucks. That's horrible. So let's say you did that. What a nightmare. God's mad, right? But what would you do? You'd go out to lunch with your buddy, Larry, ride or die Larry. And just like your show that explains that roast joke, you would explain that you had boundaryless parents. You'd uncover that. That love at a certain point started to feel unsafe to you, that it actually felt smothering, like death, that intimacy was death. And then you realize, that's why I did it. I self-sabotage, but it was a outdated survival mechanism. And Larry would listen, and Larry would understand, because he loves you. And he gets you, and he took the time to understand, and Larry would forgive you. Larry wouldn't even forgive you. He wouldn't even acknowledge it. That's called mercy. Have a God that's better than Larry. Could never make that work.
I think you could make it work.
It's a good point, but bro, I tried 100 times.
Really?
It'll be in Kill Your Darlings for sure, so it'll live.
Oh, that's interesting.
It'll be
So it's going to be in the documentary that you're making
That's
about jokes that don't make it into your special.
They don't make it to the special, but hundreds of crowds heard that joke.
But I think you could get them there. Because I'm interested.
Well, that brings us to the next point.
Yeah.
Why to cut a joke. I'll give you a better example. I did this joke about fish. It's called The Ambitious Fish. I go, look, I don't remember how I got into it, but I was like, how did we get here? There's some fish billion years ago. Some fucking fish saw land, an ambitious fish. And then what did you do? Thought about legs? This is what they're telling. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying how. He thought about legs really hard. And after 1,000,000 years, two little skin tag feet came off and he waddled out onto the land, like said to the other fish, see you fuckers later. And he left. Then he realized he couldn't breathe, had to come back. That was a big part. I go, you realize the first walk ever was a walk of shame? He had to come back like it didn't work. And then he thought about lungs. After 1,000,000 years, he grew lungs. He's like, this time for real. And he left, and he grew legs, and he evolved, and that's us. And then I go, what did we do to celebrate our ancestors that gave us this leg, foot, lung technology that we're all benefiting from today? Do we worship them? Do we build monuments to them? I go, no, we dip their carcasses in soy sauce, and we eat them, and that's why I'm worried about AI. Why'd I cut that joke?
I love that.
Because it's too fucking hard. That joke's too hard to do.
I can give you an old punchline.
Okay, I don't think the punchline's the problem. It's already cut. It's retired.
Why is it retired? It's never retired. I actually think at the end of it, and then the fish grew legs, and then this, and then this, and you go, and you're telling me that the Bible isn't believable?
That's very good. You're telling me it's... I like it. I'll tell you why I would pre-cut that joke. As a guy who does spiritual jokes, it's so hard to not... I don't want to bolster a God that I don't support. And sometimes a point like that can be so misconstrued. And I'm like, and you're telling me the Bible's hard to believe? That's why the gays need to keep it in their pants and the fucking... You know what I mean? I feel like
that's how you feel about if someone makes a case for religion, but you always make a case for religion.
No, I know,
on
and
your
I worry about
podcast.
it all the time. But that's why my act is filthy. It's to go like, don't get me wrong, I'm the same guy. Yeah. If it was squeaky clean, and then I was like, God loves you, you'd be like, yeah, but you want me to like stop masturbating or something,
right?
But you're like, this guy. This is what all my fans say. This guy's jerking it.
Wait, what?
I forgot this about you.
What?
You're a great listener, and I lose you all the time. It's like flying a kite. And every once in a while, I just feel the breeze goes, oh, I think it's coming to the ground. And I see it on your face.
I just didn't get it. Okay. Okay, let me get
Play the tape back. You'll get it. This guy's got to listen to his own podcast.
D Whip Art says, does Pete come to your podcast preloaded with insults, or do you let him fly?
I let him fly.
Let him fly.
I'm sorry, but you don't have to write material about Mike Birbiglia.
That's fair. It's just there.
I did feel today coming in when we had coffee, I was like, you look good. Last time I did the podcast, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, you worry for me sometimes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, most of your one-man shows are like, here's how I almost died. Turns out you're not supposed to have pork fat with your eggs. Whoops.
I heard you did an impression of me at New York Comedy Festival.
I did. By request.
Oh, by request?
Did someone tell you that?
No.
Because I have a bit. This is
Camila Calderon.
I've run this bit by you because we work it out in real life. I have this joke about how I went to school with 300 Bill Burrs. That's what it's like going to school in Boston. And then I go, one Bill Burr, pretty good time. 300 guys all like, dot, 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 dot. I go, not a chill learning environment.
I like that bit, though. It's a good bit.
Goes into, have you noticed all comedians are like their name? We've talked about this.
Oh, that's great.
Bill Burr is Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Bill Burr. No, I'm serious. Bill Burr. Stephen Wright. Jerry Seinfeld. Ray Romano. And then someone yelled out, Birbiglia. And I went, Mike Birbiglia. What I should have said. Nothing. And you are Mike Birbiglia it. Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
Maniscalco is the sound an alien would make if they were trying to classify what they were looking at. If they didn't know his name and they were watching it, they'd go, like that Maniscalcan guy.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Everybody's perfect
for what they are.
Were they
born into these names? Or
Mulaney! How Mulaney is Mulaney?
Very Mulaney.
Mulaney! If he was John Mulrooney...
But like chicken or the egg, like what came first? They were named, and then they grew into their name.
And they're all their face, too. Bill Burr's face is those bits.
Yeah.
No! This guy's going to the laundromat! Play that for a police sketch artist who's never seen him.
Yeah.
He's drawn Bill Burr. Play Stephen Wright for a sketch artist that's never seen him. He's drawn Stephen Wright.
Yeah.
Stephen Wright, because we all look in the mirror, it's like being backstage.
Yeah.
And we go, oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you go out and I act like this face.
Right.
I act like the name Pete. You act like the name Mike.
Yeah.
You act like Birbiglia. You are Birbiglia. Birbiglia is like the sound a water cooler jug makes. That's you. It's like kind of needs to be changed.
I was in a hot tub at a hotel in Florida, and this stranger asked me what I do. I go, usually I don't say this, but I go, I'm a comedian. And he goes, I got so many jokes. And I thought, great news. And I go, what kind of stuff?
You didn't.
I did.
What kind
True
of
story. True story. I wrote this all down.
What kind of stuff?
I just found this in my notebook. You know how
kind of
sometimes you
stuff?
forget what you've written down? You go, this is actually kind of a great story.
I think this all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, what kind of stuff? He goes, well, for starters, my wife hates jokes. I'm like, that's not a joke,
Yeah.
but sure.
Also, no one hates jokes. If you're doing it and they're not enjoying it,
And I thought,
Wasn't
I
a
don't
joke.
even know your jokes and I don't know your wife, but I probably agree with your wife.
it's like my wife hates cookies. I keep putting baking soda in them, lots of baking soda and salt, and she just doesn't like them.
I go, so what are some, I repeat it. I go, what are some of your jokes? I was just like, really, where's this going?
Yeah.
He goes, here's one of my jokes.
This is called entrapment. By the way. You're a police officer
by the way,
going, just put the gun there. I was like, if he touches it, I don't know.
I'm convinced this could be a bit.
Yeah.
Because I was reading this morning. I was like, okay. So I go, well, what's one of the jokes? He goes, I was at one of those hardware stores at the checkout, and the girl asked me for my number to type into the computer. She said, what's your number? And I said, what's your number? Right?
The image that goes in my mind is me jumping off a cliff.
Oh, God. Yeah. I mean,
What's your number?
what's your number? And then he goes, I was with my kids.
And they're like,
And they walked away because they get embarrassed when I do this.
can I say, the joke is, you be the cashier. I already said
Okay.
it, but I want to
Can I get your
deliver
number?
it.
Can I get your number?
It's a little personal.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
It's the same mechanism.
Yeah.
People ask for phone numbers
Without
as
being-
a sign of intimacy.
without being creepy,
but
yeah.
You're keeping it on you.
Yeah.
And you're making them, you're including them. It's fun now. Now your kids aren't embarrassed.
I also, and then I wrote, I also feel like I might get along really well with his wife. You're my least favorite member of your family, and these are optimal conditions. We're in a hot tub.
Yeah. That's good. And you're the only one I've met.
Yeah, exactly. That could be a bit, right?
Sure, yeah.
How does it become a bit though? Because I actually think like it runs the risk of the thing you're saying, which is being kind of so critiquey of the stranger.
Oh, a good test is, would Robin Williams, like take a hero of yours.
Right.
Would they say it? I'll be Robin Williams.
Well, if he saw another comedian do it
Very good.
and
Very
it worked,
good. Very, very good.
rest in peace, Robin. I love Robin.
Don't add that.
I love Robin.
Don't add that.
Rest
Own
in
it.
peace.
Own what you're doing.
Own it.
Own what you're doing. You travesty. Add
Okay.
it. No. Do, can I have your number?
Oh, sir, can I have your number?
Can I have your own number? He wouldn't do it in a million years. Now do mine as Robin.
Sir, can I get your number?
That's a little forward. I don't know. We just met. All you know about me is I love baking soda.
That's
Yes,
good.
he would.
That's good.
Kids aren't walking away now.
That seems good.
Maybe Vince Vaughn would. Vince
Okay.
Vaughn.
Okay. Can I get your number?
Oh, can I have your number? Give me your number. I like you. He wouldn't do it. Even Vince Vaughn.
Close call. Closer call.
Let's do it the other way.
Okay. Can I get your number, sir?
That's a little forward. I feel like I don't even know you. I came in the store.
That's good.
All you know is I don't want a receipt. Now you think we're going to go on a date? I don't think we're going to date. What's going to happen? We're going to break up, come back to the shop and save. Now I see you. It's awkward. I don't know. I need food more than I need a relationship right now.
This is very good. First of all, this is great vocal work. So if you're auditioning for voiceovers,
I would have been, if
is the
SNL
read.
was a radio show, I would have been booked.
But you're critiquing not my joke. You're critiquing this guy's joke.
I'm trying to help his joke by saying we all have access to the same avatars.
My question is, should I do this bit? I think you're saying no.
I like it fine.
You like it okay. Okay.
You know what it's missing, and I don't know why? I want some sort of thesis, some
Yeah.
sort of here, and this is the joke of mine that it made me think of. When I'm trying to access compassion for Trump, I imagine him trying on sunglasses.
Okay, why?
Because everybody is so vulnerable when they're trying on sunglasses.
Yeah.
There's that little fucking carousel, and everyone's tried them, and everyone's touched them. You put them on, and there's that little square mirror, and you're like, I don't know, is my head big? Do I have a big head? Like, it sweetens him up just a little bit. Or putting on his socks in the morning before he's gotten into character.
Yeah.
And he's just like, like, I'm not
Before
saying,
he's gotten into character.
you know he gets in
No,
character.
he is like a WWE character.
He doesn't feel that way all day.
Can I run a couple other jokes by you?
Yes.
I live in Brooklyn with the other middle-aged dads. When I was a kid, my dad was like the owner of a restaurant that was my family.
Yeah.
Showed up when he wanted, disappeared for a few weeks, was nicer to the customers than the staff.
That's very good. We knew he was close when the jingle of keys was heard. He'd open up the shop.
And then I wrote, in my lifetime, dads went from being the monsters in Pixar movies to being the little bird that flies ahead and goes, is everything okay?
Yeah, I like that.
Dads used to be terrifying, and now we're meek. We're all just so afraid. We don't even know what we're afraid of.
Yeah. Yeah. I like we used to be the monsters, and now dads are. I think you're pulling your punches a little bit on that one.
Oh, really?
I think you know what you're afraid of.
Oh, interesting.
I think you know.
I'm afraid of my wife leaving me.
No, it's the burden of yeah, maybe.
I am trying to answer your question in a real way. What's the fear? What's the real fear?
Well, you and I have had real conversations about how, and I think it's a beautiful endeavor, but there's a new burden on the father as the wife's best friend.
The everything.
The partner,
this
the
is
lover,
the modern,
the teacher, the
modern dad, yeah.
and the earner.
Yeah.
Not always there. Everybody earns. I'm just saying you're also expected to work.
All the things at once. Everyone's all the things at once.
Everyone's all the things at once.
Yeah, that's the modern paradigm.
We're all iPhones with too many apps.
Yeah, that's right.
And in the 80s, it was a landline, and Dad didn't answer it half the time.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try that.
You know what you're afraid of.
Maybe that is the joke.
Yeah. Too many apps.
Yeah. The apps thing.
Yeah. So we're doing 9 things badly.
Right. We're all these
of
modern parents are these iPhones who have way too many apps.
Yeah.
And when we were a kid, it used to be just a dad with a landline.
Yeah.
And a lot of times he wouldn't pick up.
And all it'd say is, all right, I'll let you go. That's all I'd say. Or it's also another metaphor is the computer, and like it's all chunked, and you're like, why? And you realize Photoshop is open.
That's right.
I mean? It's a RAM issue.
That's very good too.
Do you ever perform at MIT?
No, that's good though. Sorry, I'm not giving you a proper laugh, but it's because I'm thinking about what you're saying.
Yeah,
I think is a better analogy to modern parenting, which is to say that modern parenting is overwhelming. It really is an app. Yeah. It really is a phone with too many apps. Or to your point, it's a desktop computer that's running Final Cut.
It's exporting
and
a movie
Photoshop
and
Adobe at the same time.
And it's doing a software update.
Exactly.
And you're like, what the fuck? You know what that makes me think of is I can't quite get people on board with how dumb I think it is that we're all, like on the subway coming here today, everybody's just looking at their phones. And a shocking number of people are watching videos just with volume.
Oh, it's amazing.
And I'm like, the closest I could get to helping people understand how upset this makes me is I'm like, in the 80s and 90s, in a movie, if you wanted to have it set up that someone was going to die, but you don't care.
Yeah.
You would show them flipping channels.
Yes.
In their apartment in a white undershirt, just like they can't even focus on a channel. Godzilla's going to step on this guy and you're going to cheer.
You are exactly right.
That's how you let everyone go like, this isn't a contributor.
No.
This guy can't even focus on television.
Right. So the modern comp is going to be someone scrolling, no headphones on.
That's all we do.
Yeah.
It's what used
You're
to
like,
be
that guy is going to die
the way
in the
you
second
knew
act.
he was going to die.
Yeah.
Now it's the only entertainment is flipping around.
That's a great bit.
Thank you. I haven't even looked at my bits. I had one open. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah. What do you got?
Have you noticed in movies all the cool guys swallow their pills without water?
That's right.
Why is that cool?
Yeah, why is that?
We're such pack animals. We're still animals.
Yeah.
And we go, leader is moist.
Yeah.
Leader doesn't need liquid to swallow his food.
That's right. Leader
Brad
doesn't
Pitt.
need liquid. Yeah. No, somehow.
Why is that cool? You have a headache?
Denzel, popping pills.
Ibuprofen?
Yeah, no water. No, there is something
Moist.
to that. Whenever I see that in movies, I go, I've never seen that.
Moist.
I've never seen anyone do that.
I'm telling you, eyes that are moist, skin that's moist, throat that's moist. We want wet people.
Have you done that bit?
Yeah, a lot of these are like bits that work, but they don't really go anywhere.
I feel like if you paired that with 3 other things or 2 other things to make
About
a triplet, that is
Well-
like cinematic coolness. Like, I think you could get to the heart of something,
good.
which is if you had the pills with no water, the this, you could get to this idea of like that we're all kind of, or you're striving for cinematic coolness. And then it's like, well, why?
Bro.
It's always like the why.
Yeah. So I just made a note. It pairs with an old joke about I had, which is called "Quiet is Cool."
Yeah.
And it's Denzel. It's
Yeah.
also a movie thing.
Yeah.
Cool people are always quiet. They're like, "That's you. That's you.
That's
All
right.
That's you. All
Yeah.
right. All right." And I go, that's because in a pack animal situation, you're in the jungle, you're in the woods, you don't want to give away your position.
Mm-hmm.
Think of a dork. What are you guys doing? You just gave away. Predators now know where we are. That's why the alpha's like, "Are you good? Are you good?" He's taking his pills dry.
Mm-hmm.
Like Richard Gere in the 90s. Remember when it was cool to just be like, "How you doing?" Mm-hmm. Raspy.
So in the case of that, your two examples, speaking low, taking pills without water, they're two examples of, and if you had a third,
Yeah.
you could all pair this together into things that you are not.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the note I would give you is I'm like, how does this tie to you and
Yeah.
how I'm loud, I'm dry. Yeah.
But I think like it's worth digging into if you want to go real personal on this.
Yeah.
It's like you're someone who, and I know that you're obsessed with movies. You know movies really well. You did that whole Batman sketch series that was really good.
Thanks.
And your voice was good.
Thank you.
And
SNL was never interested.
you auditioned, right?
Mulaney was working there and I was like,
You auditioned when Mulaney's working there?
no. I just remember feeling, I didn't ask Mulaney to help me, but I remember dropping my envelope off at 30 Rock
Submission,
to like not even the SNL
To
people.
no one. To no one.
It was a human paper shredder.
It was a paper shredder.
I'm Jim. I tear things up.
Hi, where's the paper shredder? I have my submission for Saran Live.
It was a DVD. I don't even remember what was on it. Probably just stand up
Yeah.
and some sketches. We just went to 30 Rock because that's where there was a juice press. And I was like, Val, that's like where I handed it. And it was just the bellman.
Yeah.
It was not, I was like, will you give this to SNL?
Yeah.
Is Mr. Michaels in?
It was clearly to no one.
And I was like, I know Mulaney is up there. And in my mind, he's just smoking a cigar going like, ha ha! Pete's probably heading in an envelope. What a sucker.
Wait, so hold on, to go back. I know you're obsessed with movies.
Yeah.
Those are two good examples of things that you are not
Yeah.
in movies.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something more there.
A third?
It's like a third thing, but also it's the larger question, which is like, how are you never going to be the thing you grew up wanting to be?
Well, it's also they're very still is the third one. I don't know if it's funny, but
Can
they're
I make
very
it
still.
Yeah.
Although Denzel does like interesting acting. We've probably talked about this on this podcast too, where he's always like, all right, all right,
Yeah.
all right. You know, I can't do it.
No,
But there's a lot of
these
people
movies, Denzel's one of these.
and then when he's still, you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Because he's like water. And then when the water gets still, it's like the quiet before the storm.
Well, there's like 5 movie stars like that in the world, and he's one of them. Where
He's my favorite.
Where when they do almost nothing,
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting.
Well, that's what Paul Bettany did in my podcast, and he said that was his advice for acting. He was like, do less.
Do less.
And he was like, I was like, that scene where you found out your dad died, I was so moved. And he was like, watch it again.
Yeah.
I'm doing nothing.
That's how I always feel when I watch Tom Cruise. I go like, when people say like, oh, Tom Cruise is not really doing much. It's like, well, you do it.
You do it.
You try that.
That's right.
To go back to the bet, I do think there's a vulnerability. To go back to, we were talking about vulnerability is everything. To go back to vulnerability of like I grew up watching Denzel and Brad Pitt, and they were quiet and they didn't take water with their pills. And somehow I ended up being this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's the opposite of what we're watching.
That's right.
We've been watching a town hall in New York City. We've been watching a half hour of a
ham.
clown.
Of a ham.
Yeah.
wetter than a
and
clown.
then you're talking about these people who you aspire to be,
Yeah.
and you're clearly not those people.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
there's a lot there. There's more
It's Pacino
there.
too.
Yeah.
All train compartments smell vaguely of shit. Mm-hmm. It gets you don't mind it.
By the way, good excuse to do the impressions.
No, I know.
The thing that drives me crazy is when impressionists do bits and they're not bits, they're just an excuse to do it. Yours is a bit.
Yeah. What's hard is what I've noticed, and this is real inside baseball, I'm going to give myself that note, is when I'm performing. You ever go into that's my tone?
Yeah.
And then you have to stop, relax. Now you can do Kermit. You have to, if you're doing this and it doesn't work. Same with any voice you're doing. You have to like reset. I never heard an impressionist talk about that. If you're orating and then you want to do Pacino, you have to stop. You have to drop it.
Be yourself and then go.
Stop being a stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. That's boring unless it's really interesting.
No, I think it's pretty interesting.
If you're interested, you're probably a performer trying to do impressions in your act.
Okay, this is a bit that I've had that I think is funnier than. You ever have this with a bit? You go, I know this is funny. The audience and I have not clicked on this.
Yes.
But I've talked about this with comedian friends, and I'm like I talked about this on the Gary Gulman episode. And
I'm going to predict it. I'm about to fix this bit. That's what you do for the sizzle. I'm going to fix this bit. Tonight at 8.
What's painful for me about being a bad athlete is that I'm competitive. I'm a fierce competitor who loses.
Okay. The way I would say that is, I'm a really competitive person. You don't know what a disappointment it is to be fiercely invested in winning. And God made you like this.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like I kind of would flip it.
That's good.
I'm really competitive.
Right.
I want to win. The only problem is I have no talent.
Right. I have no athletic ability.
And this is my physique.
Yeah. This is what I have. Yeah. Okay, so then I have I feel like the loser is the unsung contributor to sports. Someone has to lose, and I've been willing to do it for 47 years.
I think you're onto something there too, but it's like, I think people give losers a hard time. You're winners. You don't exist without me.
Yeah.
I'm your God. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm the Michael Jordan of losing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And everybody
That's
puts
nice.
us down.
Michael Jordan of losing is very good. That's a good turn of phrase.
They like walk around and they're like fucking losers. If I hadn't shown up, you wouldn't have known you were a winner.
It's like there's going to be a documentary called The First Dance. It's me with braces.
The first dance.
Yeah.
It's me with braces trying to jump from the free throw line, making it 2 feet, throwing the ball into the crowd.
That's pretty funny.
I like it.
The First Dance.
The first dance. It's a little late.
It's me slow dancing with my wife with braces.
I mean, I think there's something really funny and actually kind of profound about it, which is Hollywood is only people telling each other they matter. You know, like, I'll tell you you're real.
Yeah.
That's what the person who loses the game is the person who says you won the game. I think there's something really valuable to that.
I think so too.
If I wasn't there,
Right. It's a tree.
You
If a tree,
wouldn't have known.
it's if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound?
Yeah.
If no one's there to hear it.
if Michael Jordan
Yeah.
slam dunks a basketball, but there isn't the
Right.
Knicks
Right.
or whoever the bad team is.
If Bill
I don't know.
Lambier wasn't there to be dunked on, would
Kid-
anyone have been dunked on?
Kid should have posters of bad basketball player here.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's who you should be worshiping.
That's right.
Michael Jordan should be writing handwritten thank you cards to the Detroit Pistons.
And so then I have, it's not easy losing. You have to get out of bed every morning and put your pants on one leg at a time. And then sometimes that first leg won't go on because you folded it weird the night before. So it's like the leg part is inverted and then you punch through it like in a karate class. And then you try to put on the other leg and you realize that accidentally you left a pen in the pocket. And so now it's like blue and splotchy, and you throw on a shirt that shrunk in the wash, so your belly's protruding just the slightest bit, which is a metaphor for the wrestling match you're about to lose. And then
nice.
the final line is, losing doesn't happen in a moment. It happens all day. You need to know when you see a kid lose a wrestling match, he also missed the bus.
That's great. Losing is a mindset.
Yeah.
You know, you claim it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's not just something we do on the court. It's something we do all day.
do it all day.
Every day.
It takes
It's who we are.
focus.
You need to say it like a coach.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, I want you to get up dreaming about losing.
That's right. Can you tell me the joke you were about to say?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a story. It's a true story.
Uh-huh.
It starts with this observation. I go, like, I think it's so funny when you go to Canada, they act like it's like a real thing. They're like, there's like customs and passports.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big line you have to wait in. They scan your bag again.
Mm-hmm,
And I'm like, it's like, we're touching.
Mm-hmm.
America and Canada are touching. It's too close. It's like going up into your attic and there's a cop that's like, slow down, fella. Hold on. And I'm like, move aside, ketchup chips. I'm coming in. So that's the first part. It's fine. And then I go, I'm going to tell you every part of the story. There's definitely parts we could cut. I was traveling back and forth to Toronto like 4, 5, 6 times. My body was wrecked. I needed a massage so badly. My friend Natasha Leggero, who's also in this movie, said, you should go to this massage place that's right by our house. That's important. A woman vetted it. She went, I said, it's not like a weird place. She was like, no, it was wonderful. It's like, great. I'm dying for a massage. I go in, doesn't seem fishy at all. It's nice. Go in the room. You take off all your clothes. They tell you to take off all your clothes. That's normal. Get on the mat or the table. And I was like, she was dressed a little sexy. She wasn't dressed super sexy. Could have been like a normal, just like a sexy person. And the way that I started to put together that it might be untoward, it might be a hand job place, was I think this line is great. She was very cavalier about not covering my naked ass. She kept like whipping, and my ass would just be out.
Yeah.
So I had open air hams. She just kept like, she wants to do my leg, and the whole ass out.
Yeah.
Works the leg. Ass is just out.
Yeah, yeah.
Just left it out.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
early red flag.
She can see Huey Lewis in the news. They're being squished. It's that rarely seen
She can see Huey Lewis in the news.
dick on bottom.
Oh, God.
But she's giving me, this is key, the best massage I've ever gotten in my life. It was unbelievable. It was a little sensual, like every once in a while she'd scratch or something you're not supposed to do. And I start praying, don't ask me if I want a hand job.
Oh, God.
I've never been asked in my life, except one other time in Amsterdam. But this is, Toronto.
Yeah.
I'm like, please, because it's so good. I'm like, I will come here every day, literally, because it's like $50 if you don't do this.
Yeah.
It's like ending a date with, can I tell you about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? Like, don't ruin this.
Right.
She flips me over. Now she's very cavalier about letting my dick come out. Like just every once in a while. Now I'm happy about this. Here's why. Because I'm flaccid. I'm so flaccid.
Flaccid and proud.
So proud to be flaccid. I go, bro, I'm the Elvis Presley of not getting an erection. I have never gotten an involuntary erection in my life. Every erection I've ever gotten is the 2-key simultaneous turn executive order, launch sequence, code word, the Siegfried and Roy of keeping it loose.
I've heard that about
cylinder.
you.
Bro, the lesser comedian, I think, would say, sometimes even when I want one, I don't. But I think that's implied. I'm telling you, I'm soft and I'm proud. It's implied. This guy.
Do you do that part as part of the bit?
I should.
Because that's funny.
I think that's implied. But I'm saying the flaccid is the no. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hard no or a soft no.
That's very good.
Here, you want this?
Hard no, soft no. Thick and thin, hard no, soft no. So she didn't speak English very well, and she pointed at my penis, and she went, do you want here? And she didn't say all those words.
Okay, sure.
This is the part where it gets tense. I'm like, I'm not saying everybody sounds like this. I'm saying this woman sounded like this.
Said this.
She went, you want this? She didn't even say all those words. She went, want this? And I said no. I was like, no, thank you. And I'm like, fuck. And she was like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, no, it's okay. But in my mind, and this is the kind of people I think we both are, the massage was so good, I was rehearsing my compliment. Because I had been to the Four Seasons 3 nights prior, and her massage was 10 times better than the Four Seasons massage. And that's what I was going to tell her. Because it's a little dingy place. I couldn't wait to tell this woman.
Right. Fantastic.
I just
Thank
wanted
you so
to be
much.
like, you're incredible.
What a talent.
What a talent.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be Mr. Rogers. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I couldn't wait to brighten her day,
Yeah.
hopefully, and just be like, you're fantastic. And then she said that, and I'm like, no. And now she seems embarrassed, but she keeps doing it. It's still fantastic. Then she leaves, and I'm like, I'm still going to tell her my 10 times better than the Four Seasons compliment.
Yeah.
I go out, she's not there. She's gone. Then I go up to like the madam, I don't know, the manager.
Okay, sure.
And the only way I can communicate to this woman how amazing she was to tip her. So I tipped 100%. It was $70.
Wow.
I tipped 100. I gave 140
Very nice.
bucks. And then I realized everyone in the waiting room just thinks that guy just got the hand job.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's confirmation bias.
The woman was like, oh. I was like, I want to tip 100%. She was like, wow. And all the guys in sweatpants that were waiting were like, class act, bro, class act. I'd also like to point out when I went in, a couple was leaving. What did they have done? The end.
And at the end of you going nuts like this,
Yeah.
you say to the audience, and I'm trying to be like Denzel.
Denzel would be like, no. You want to do that? No, baby. I don't know what he would do. What would Denzel do?
Well, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say about the Denzel Brad Pitt, like sort of like I want to be a movie star thing. I think that if you can get that working,
Yeah.
I actually think it could call back in all over the show. And the reason why I think that is that all these stories, like you in this massage parlor, are you being insane and big.
Yeah.
And then I think you can always go back to the movie stars.
I can't picture Denzel turning down a hand job. You want to hear my one AI bit? I haven't tried. It's like a one-liner. You can get really worried about AI, and you know how I comfort myself? This is real. I go, please be a Y2K. Please.
That's a great joke.
Can it just be a
Please
Y2K?
Please be a Y2K.
Please.
That's great.
How happy would
No
you
notes.
be if in 5 years we were like, it was a Y2K kind of thing.
It's not going to make movies.
It didn't do anything.
It's not going to replace our family members.
It stopped where it was.
No, it's great.
Please be a Y2K.
I actually have something on the heels of the Canada thing, which is, I think to make the Canada thing augmented a little bit, I would say we think that Canada is our attic and they think we're the basement.
Haunted basement.
Yeah, the haunted basement. And so no one's on the ground floor.
Yeah, it's like here.
Exactly. Because I think like the Canada thing, like, I mean, I've played there a bunch in the last year.
They like it there.
Yeah, but I think like acknowledging also that we're the basement is not.
And we're
it's
your
a
creepy
nice
basement.
nod.
Yeah. We're your flooded basement.
Because I do. Yeah, we're your flooded basement.
Yeah, don't go down there.
I love that. One time I was approached by a sex worker in the hotel lounge in Minnesota. I don't know for sure, but this woman started talking to me at a hotel bar when I was grabbing a chicken sandwich to go. And I don't know for sure, but we were talking, and then she was right next to my face. And then out of nowhere, she goes, "You're left-handed, huh?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "I've never understood that." And I go, "Yeah, I don't know." And then I left. We didn't have sex, but in a way we did, because we participated in an awkward conversation, which is a type of intimate act.
Yeah.
This is the part that's the joke, actually.
Yeah.
That part's just really the setup. It seems like I'm a prime candidate for sex work clientele because I'm sort of boring looking and it seems like I could use a jolt.
Yeah. You do look like a guy that coffee doesn't work on.
That's a good tag.
You look like a haggard salesman that took the train, the local.
And then I wrote, but I guess I had never been given an angle like that hot take she had on being left-handed. And then I wrote this, and I wonder whether if we had sex, there would have been a moment where she goes, "Now do it with your left hand." And I'd be like, I knew there was a spark.
Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for left to come back.
Yeah. It's a way, by the way, it's a way too long bit for how much of a joke is there. There's not much there.
I'll just do it. I'm just going to do that.
You're going to do the me.
Yeah. No, I'll do it as me.
Oh, as you. Okay.
What's the first line? I've never been.
I was approached by a sex worker at a hotel
okay.
bar.
I was at a hotel bar. I think I was approached by a sex worker. At least I think I was. I can't be sure because we didn't have sex. I didn't know if she was working. But I was ordering a coffee and I turned around and she was right there, which doesn't normally happen. And she said, "Are you left-handed?" I can't do it. I can't make it funny.
Okay. I respect
thought I
that.
could.
I respect that.
I started doing it.
You were
and I
trying
was
to
like,
cut
"There's
words
nothing
and you
here."
weren't cutting words. And I was like, you're in trouble.
I know. That was interesting, though.
It's a good exercise.
I've never done someone else's bit and gone like, "There's nothing in this room."
Are you?
I don't think for you. I think you could do it.
Maybe. It's been in my notebook for a little bit.
She said, "Are you left-handed?" And I was like, "I guess this woman's taking some sort of survey." Then I said, "No." And she said, "I've never really understood handedness."
I find this hurtful.
It is hurtful.
I find this confession hurtful.
I find this hurtful.
Okay.
Have you been outside?
I was with you outside moments ago. So the final thing we do is working out for a cause. In the past, you've contributed to Homeboy Industries in Los Angeles, which is a great organization. And I'm assuming you'll say again, it just so happens, Kismet, I contributed to them last time. Their mail just showed up today.
Really?
Yeah, the literature is great.
I love Homeboy. I recommend. He has a new book. Father Greg Boyle, the founder, has a new book called Cherished Belonging. I listen to his books before I do stand-up because I find opening my heart is more important than like rehearsing the words.
It's beautiful.
And he opened nothing. It's like he casts a spell. It's not religious. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some religious language, but it's for everybody.
That's
and
great.
It's very Mr. Rogersy in that way. It might mention the existence of some sort of God, but it's very beautiful and anybody will enjoy it.
And Homeboy Industries, if I'm not mistaken, employs people who were formerly in prison.
Yeah, it's the largest gang rehabilitation program in America, and it's really putting into practice the idea of unconditional love, and it'll floor you.
That's fantastic.
It's like, what if we tried that? What if we really tried that? And
All right.
blow you away.
I think it's beautiful. We'll contribute to them. We'll link to them in the show notes.